Should you drive a manual bus for schoolies? Should you buy and convert a manual transmission school bus as your either RV or house? I'm going to list the pros and cons of driving a manual school bus. One of the first things that comes to mind with a manual transmission school bus is how hard is the bus to drive? Well, it really depends on if you've driven manual or not. Personally, I've never driven manual transmission before. This is the first time I have ever driven manual transmission, this vehicle. And let me tell you, this is not the vehicle you want to learn how to drive manual on, because the clutches on these buses are very long to push them all the way to the floor like any manual vehicle, and especially in the Freightliner chassis, the release point is right about there, and then that's where the clutch is fully out. So you have about that much where it actually starts to grab, so it's a little hard to balance. One of the big pros, though, is because it's a little harder to drive, it makes it very hard for people to steal, because a lot of people don't know how to drive manual and can't drive manual. They'll see this and be like, how do I drive this? And even if they can hotwire your bus, as these keys aren't the most advanced keys, they won't really be able to drive it unless they are, of course, cultured. In that case, yeah, they probably deserve to drive it. Jokes aside, one of the biggest advantages I found with driving manual is maintenance. Manual transmissions need very little maintenance compared to automatics. You don't need to have any of the fluids change, really, and as long as you're careful, your clutch will last you a long time. As far as that, when you're cruising on the highway in 6th gear, you don't really notice that you're driving manual. You're just driving the bus. And other than that, it's really up to personal preference. Personally, I like it because it's nice, shifts smooth, and it's a bit of a challenge to drive in the bus that I enjoy. But it's your personal opinion, and that's all that really matters.